Have you watched I'm Your Venus yet on Netflix? I'm glad that she's finally getting some attention, the attention that she should have got in 1988. I'm not sure why shows like Pose and this one feel the need to sanitize the reality of the situation so much. The truth of the matter is that girls disappeared all the time back then. Venus wasn't the first or the last. I remember when Venus didn't come home, everybody was really worried. They said everyone that knew her knew she could be very wild. Mother Angie had people looking in the police stations and the hospitals all over town. At the time, I remember the police being particularly unhelpful. Let's get one thing straight. At the time, the police weren't protecting us, they were harassing us. They knew what was up, but if something happened to us, they thought we just deserved to get it. I'm so glad they were able to find a sympathetic cop about 30-something years later. And her brother implied that she got in trouble because she was doing drugs. It bugged me. Crack was all the rage at the time, but don't ever let them give you the impression that she was some crackhead. You've seen what crackhead looks like, and that's not what she looked like at all. What happened to Venus wasn't about drugs. It was about her being trans. When Venus lost her life, hurting trans women was a crime that came with no consequences. Venus worked the pier. How else was she supposed to make money? Venus, like so many of us, had dreams. The thing about having those dreams was we also knew that those dreams probably would never come true. We just didn't admit it. Having dreams and knowing they're never going to come true leaves you very vulnerable and in a very dangerous position. A position which often leads to addiction. Even though what happened to Venus happened a long time ago, and a lot of us have passed since then, there's still a lot of us around, still in that same neighborhood. I can't help but wonder why none of them were interviewed. Besides Jose and Helen, there were really no old-timers being interviewed at all. I didn't even notice any at the end scene at that block party thing. The only reason anybody knows anything about Venus is because of Paris is Burning. Probably the best documentary about that time. That film went on to do very, very well, and unfortunately it exploited the people that were in it because none of them got a single penny. I know it left a really bad taste in Carmen's mouth. The last time I spoke to Carmen right before she passed, she said something about maybe if she got money from the movie, she could have been to the doctors earlier or gotten more aggressive treatments, and maybe she could have lived a little longer. I think that everybody in that film is gone now, but how wonderful it would have been if they could have earned some money while they were alive. Because of the situation that we find ourselves in today, it does us all a big disservice that they didn't tell the truth. We might very well be on the express train right back to 1988.